And there it goes. So I'd like to welcome you to a very special episode of whatever this series is. I wasn't able to get things set up in quite enough time to have the clock chime at the right time that I was hoping for, but still I think it's probably going to work out just fine. This, as you probably could tell from the title, is Archie Hour, where I talk about Archie comics for a period perhaps approaching an hour. I'm not sure if I'm actually going to get there. An hour is quite a long time, and I don't have all that many comics to talk about. But basically, I'm just going to talk about these comics, and I haven't really done much research or anything. I did actually go and look up to see if there was such a thing as an Archie Hour, and apparently there was for the animated television show a while back in the 70s. But this is unrelated to that. This is merely me talking about Archie comics, specifically some Archie comics that I bought from thrift store and some that I just had previously. Because, you always have some Archie comics lying around, at least if you're me. And so we're just going to start this off with Laugh Digest number 137, which is weird because it says Archie right here. Yep, I'm just right there, but you'd expect it would be some kind of like this one. Sorry, just spoilers for the next one, which is Archie's Double Digest. You'd expect Archie to be displayed more prominently, but I guess that's not the case. I bought this one specifically because I thought the cover was funny. This cover, where you see there's Dilton Doily, the Archie character that sort of resembles me. Like I'm wearing glasses, he's wearing glasses. That's there's similarities there, I guess. And here, he was, I suppose he was invited to go surfing on the beach. But he says, oh, that kind of surfing. I brought my laptop to surf the internet. And obviously has an ICM laptop, because I guess you can't have IBM laptops, which is plugged into a data fax modem. So presumably he's all hooked up to some whatever, on the beach, which I guess it's off. It's not on panel, so there could be anything over there. And of course, there we have Archie and Jughead both with surfboards with their initials on them, because I guess they got those custom made, because they can do that. And Jughead has one with a hamburger on it that has his signature crown, minus little buttony things on it. So that's interesting. So besides that, I kind of skimmed through this, so I don't really know what's in this one. I think a lot of the fun of reading old Archie comics is just looking at the advertisements in them, and here, where have all the cookies gone? I don't know if this is shown up properly. Into Hershey's Cookies and Cream, jammed with cookies and crammed with crunch. A mouthful of cookies in every bite. Trademark. So, yeah, I guess I'm just going to be commenting on this as I read it, because I don't really know what's happening. And I also don't remember what Archie's dad's name is. It's probably mentioned in the comics, I would assume so. Is it? Oh, it's been 5 minutes. I'm wasting this hour. I still have 6 more comics to go through, and I've only mentioned the cookies and cream advertisement. And, okay, so And again, I'm also not sure how much actual Archie comic I'm allowed to show in this. I would hope it would be, it's for the purposes of review, kind of, except I'm just kind of talking about it. So I'll just kind of say what's happening in it. In this case, Archie's dad's Uncle Harry died, and apparently it's the reading of the will, and this one's called The Fixer-Uppers, so I assume they're going to get the cabin. So yes, he gets a cabin. They go there, but of course he has to pay inheritance tax, and honestly, the stories aren't especially funny if I just explain them. Though I guess that's kind of a point, that you're supposed to be reading them yourself, and it's like when you're explaining a joke and it's less funny. But okay. So so this is interesting. So yeah, they fix it up. There's lots of comedic mishaps. Archie does that thing like where he's holding a board and he accidentally hits somebody in the face with it. It's like the same thing if you're like holding a ladder or whatever. It's classic. Someone makes an offer on it. They buy it. And oh no, I have read this one. Because I remember at the end he buys it and then he's like, oh, what's he? Oh, you're going to enjoy living here? And no, he's actually going to tear it down and put up a condo. Much to their chagrin. And they have like the sweat, or like the, whatever those like lines. They're like, oh, I can't believe that thing happened. And then we have a Cocoa Pebbles advertisement with the question, what would you do if you were facing a stampede of wild dinosaurs? I'd eat them. That seems like the incorrect response, except now we see these are actually, these are not, this is not a Cocoa Pebbles advertisement. This is a advertisement for Chocosaurus sprinkles so it is basically a Cocoa Pebbles advertisement. 4 dinosaur shapes, Dynamite, again, see, it's because it's a dinosaur. Dynamite, chocolatey taste. Very interesting. Okay, next story. Stuff happens, Jughead's there. He eats ice cream very fast. This is the one where they go to the old swimming hole, and then it's covered in mud, and that's how it ends. That's there's tons of mud there, and it's like, oh no, they cleaned it up, but actually there was mud there. I'm not sure. Oh wow, I'm almost at 10 minutes. Archie hour needs to continue quicker. Okay, Archie babysits. Does stuff happen? Oh no, they're missing. Except they were there the whole time, and now they're fine. Okay. It's one of those. This one's just a short one where I forget her name, but she tells Betty a hot piece of gossip, and which Betty asserts that running off that the gang, they're going to flip when they hear it, but then she realizes that it was actually about her. Again, this seems like a very flawed format. Oh, now it's a one with Josie and the Pussycats, and stuff happens in this one as well. This guy got punched in the. I mean, he didn't get. He got like slapped in the face. Oh yeah, I remember. There's one of them, Melody, and she always talks in like song. I was gonna say in rhyme, but it looks like she's just. There's music notes in the bubbles so that you know that she's singing. Okay. Sorry, I wasn't paying enough attention. Okay, other stuff happens as well. And this is one of the pages where you can subscribe to the comic and save $1.50 off the cover price for six issues. But for this one, you could save $4.50 off the cover price. And of course, Sonic the Hedgehog is still here. Oh, wow. Sonic the Hedgehog, Archie comics. I should talk about those at some point. Of course, you can. I'm sure they're not offering those anymore, considering the series is over since 2017. So in the next one, so there's a thunderstorm happening. There's balloons being sold. There is someone being carried off by the balloons, just holding two balloons. They're carried off, and Archie's in an octopus costume in a thunderstorm. See, that's the hook. What happened? How did he get there? Seriously, how did he get there? Okay. It's okay. Mm-hmm. Huh. Gold mine. Catering birthday parties. And okay, so he's wearing an octopus costume because they were out of clown costumes. But I can see. Yeah, that would make sense. Those would be they take the cake, and Dilton Doyley's doing the circulars, which I guess that's the advertisements, that's what they're called. So I guess, the rest of this, that's it. It's birthday party and balloons. I guess the helium is very potent because I guess, okay, he's chasing after him in the storm. And then, oh wow, yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm taking way too long on this one. Okay. Archie's sleeping. There's Reggie. Reggie's being terrible because he's Reggie. And then they go fishing. What's this? Betty and Veronica in ticket trouble. They're both going to the flower show. Veronica's laughing about knowing something Betty doesn't. And then it's the funny named group in concert. Wow. Oh, here's one. Here's a Jughead one. So it's Jughead sitting out, and then he hears this racket, and he goes to go and find out what it is. Nobody else can hear it. It's because has very sensitive ears, apparently, and he's running, he's swimming, and it's because it's the ice cream truck. Truly incredible. And oh, wow. Okay. This one's dramatic. So there's Mr. Lodge, and he's tied up, and now he's being held at gas torch point. And apparently they're going to be robbing him, but also they tied him up right next to the safe for some reason. Okay. So again, they're doing this. How did we get here? I hope 15 minutes. That's 1/4. Wait, no, that is 1/4. Did the math right. I'm not sure if I can go. Okay, I don't think that I'm doing the best job because I haven't even gotten to the one I actually want to talk about. These are all well and good, but this is a 2-part story? Okay, maybe I'll talk about Tune In on Treachery later. Oh, look at that. Sonic Endgame 4-issue series. Now available, all 4 issues, which includes Sonic 50th commemorative issue for only $6. Archie Hour is a 4-quarter. Now, you speed up. Because I think, the 50th issue is when stuff really started happening. Because I read one of those big omnibus things of the Sonic Archie comics, and and again, Archie comics, they're pretty wacky. Here, aliens are here, and Jughead's also here, and he gets a teleportation bracelet. And nobody believes. And also, what? And also, people are being. Okay, so everybody's making fun of Jughead because he said there's aliens, and also they gave him the teleportation bracelet, and then Reggie and everybody. Okay, yeah, and then they're also just making fun of Betty for some reason. And then he teleports them to the aliens. Both Veronica and Reggie, and they're upset, and the aliens are also upset, for obvious reasons. Okay, almost done this one. T-shirts, $11.95. Okay, cool. Jughead in www.comicman.com in brackets a D. This is a Jughead story, so it's probably good. He's buying comic books. Earn money for more comics. So he makes his own website to talk about comics. And so he's selling his comics, or what is he? He gets his start. Okay, what is going on? Hey. Okay, so stuff. Okay, Jughead is wearing a different hat. When did this happen? Okay, suddenly, as he has a business, now he's suddenly wearing a different hat. What is going on? It's red. He's wearing a red hat. I don't know. Okay, for the purpose of this review, I'm reviewing Jughead's red hat. Why is he wearing a different hat? That's what I'm wondering. This is very, very strange. And then, so he's selling the collectible things, and his dad's complaining that he's using the phone lines all the time. And then they're installing a phone line and fax machine in the garage. So I guess this goes unresolved. Whoa! See your world in a wild new way with 3D Noggle goggles. What? Watch for 3D Noggle vision segments in some of your favorite Nick shows. What is this? I am not aware of this. And they're in Golden Crisp, Honeycomb, and Waffle Crisp. All cereals I have never eaten. And of course, there's like lip gloss or something on the back. Not an efficient use of time. I think, okay, this is the one I really wanted to get to, so I'll set Archie's Double Digest aside for later, and this is one that I actually read a long time ago, and I just saw it at the thrift store, and I thought I have to pick this up. Tales from Riverdale. Denim. What's the secret of Dilton's cool new look? Find out in Denim. So you think, hey, okay, so Archie has had some crossovers or whatever, so maybe this is one with Spider-Man. Maybe this is like, Venom, but it's like a jacket, so denim. Well, no, not really. That's not really what happened, because this is a story that I know, and also here's an advertisement for Nights into Dreams on the back. And what's the first thing? Of course, it's an Avatar The Last Airbender game. Dilton in Denim. So basically, the story is that Dilton Doily is sad or whatever, and he's like, I don't know, girls don't like me, or they're like just kind of indifferent to me. But I'm like, perhaps, yeah, he's not using his brain. With this rather sinister shot of him, like, look at those are like evil eyebrows. Like, that's like sinister eyebrows. And of course, he has a large sign saying, keep out from his lab, which I'm not sure how people are supposed to tell that is his lab if he didn't, it just looks like a garage, but he has a giant sign saying to keep out. So I think that's just asking people to not keep out. And apparently he collected cell samples of all his friends, including Reggie, where there's this footnote here, which is apparently referencing to Send in the Clones in the 173rd Archie Double Digest issue. So apparently, Dilton Doily like cloned people. Like when this eluded me all those years ago. I guess I just didn't like. That's pretty crazy. I didn't know he had the okay. So then he's copying Reggie's like pheromones, and then he's tired because he's been working in a lab all day. But yeah, he should call it a night. But then, oh no! It turns out it's evil, and there's a scream. What could be happening? It's you've read Spider-Man. You know Spider-Man. You know he does whatever Spider can. Venom, alien symbiote. In this case, it's just Dilton. Dilton made it. It's his. All and it's like, whoa, could it be it's Dilton, and for some reason he's acting like Reggie. What's going on? And now he just insults everybody, and this is a part. Okay, so something that happens a lot in this story is that when he's like surprised, Archie's hair like goes up, like kind of looks like he has like horns. And most of the time it goes down to like regular hair level and like the next panel. But there's at least one exception to this. So then, okay, Reggie is jealous, mostly because he's Reggie. That's just he's Reggie, you know. Dilton goes around doing Reggie things, and it's just kind of terrible. He throws a pie at Jughead, I guess. Like, again, this is like, what's going on with Dilton? And, okay, no, sorry. In this one, it's because it's the double surprise, because it's help, whoa, what's going on with my hair? And then again, it's Dilton. So first, the surprise of someone yelling help, and then it's the surprise of Dilton. So the hair physics thing, it remains intact. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. So now everybody's upset about Dilton. It's like, oh, it's like the Venom symbiote. He can't get rid of it. What's he gonna do? Oh no, what's he gonna do? Apparently, Archie is taking Veronica to Chick Pick 2 tonight. This upsets Betty because she was planning on going with Archie to that particular movie, and so they start arguing, which makes Jughead realize, oh, what's going on? What's going on with the thing? And it's like, whoa. Apparently, his new jacket is flipping out, according to Archie, and Jughead's crown thing is like, whoa, what's going on? And it's, again, because it is basically just the Venom symbiote, it's high-pitched frequencies, and so basically they just get Betty and Veronica to argue again, and then it goes away, and like Dilton's like, hey, yeah, everybody's just what were you doing? Come on. But like, hey, it's cool you're back. And then Archie's upset because they were arguing about that whole thing. And it's like, it's a cliffhanger. What's gonna go on? Is Archie gonna get the thingamabob thing? No. Probably not. That's just not how these things work. And of course, now advertisement for the Ratatouille game, which I think was no. I think that was the Over the Hedge one that was good. Again, more comics thing. And the thing with Archie comics is you have like things like I think they just have comics from older issues just in there for some reason. Like I guess they just can reuse comics and like as long as nobody says anything. Like this is one where Reggie has like completely different hairstyle and like the art's different and it's like back when like Archie had like different clothes and stuff and they're all in the yearbook like physically like they're like and then this is Reggie trying to prove that he's like very slick and he's like brought flowers to it's Miss Grundy. And then she said, oh, okay. And then she put his grade down for trying to bribe her. And then he says, hey, Mr. Weatherby, oh, is that you? I thought you were one of the students, and then, of course, Miss Weatherby suggests that he gets his eyes checked out because even though it was meant as like a compliment, he assumed that it's that whole thing. And then again, the unresolved thing of they just are in the yearbook and like they're just in the year. There's a giant yearbook and they're going into the giant yearbook and what's going on. And here's an advertisement for a PlayStation 2 game that I don't know if anybody's heard of. This one. This is the game. It's a jungle in here because the game's set in the jungle. And I think this is also another different era of Archie. Jughead eats the fruit. Wow. And then Veronica is upset with a fly and so makes modern art and wins first place. And then there's this one. Ben 10, Race Against Time, a Cartoon Network original movie. Wow. That's probably something. But it's hard to maintain the enthusiasm throughout the whole hour. I'm trying this, I'm like look, this, but like you expect there's going to be more to this issue, but it's just this is it. It's the entire thing, and then there's Ratatouille, which again sort of makes up for it, kind of. There's a bird. Stuff happens with the bird. Oh, here's a special segment. Now we're getting into one of Archie's weird mysteries, which again, it's a different era, and all the characters look kind of weird. What's the weird thing here? Just another normal day in Riverdale. I think there's like they have shading and everything, and then there's also the one that takes place immediately afterwards. So there's this one, obviously from a different era, and then there's this one in the same book. That's just something I've noticed. Okay. So, yeah, so he needs something to report on, and it's Halloween, and that professor guy, who I can't recall his name, built a really cool robot that apparently is going to revolutionize science, and Dilton Doily, he knows what's all. Archie Alvarez half over. Okay, yeah. So Dilton Doily, he knows what's going on, and then it's the hyper submolecular Quarkinator. So it's nullify the polarity of astrophysics, the polarity of the entire field of astrophysics. Like, really? Metachromatic harmony. So it's gonna make colors work well. Okay. But then it does weird things, and Archie's in space now. Archie's Comic Shop. Again, more t shirts made in the USA. Okay, cool. Where's Archie going? And then, okay, so stuff went weird, but actually it didn't go weird. Nothing actually happened. But of course, okay. So yeah, Dilton Doily steps on his foot to prove that reality is real. Of course, signing himself as your highly intelligent friend. Yeah, way to hype yourself up, Dilton. He wants to learn the value of him stomping on his foot and come to his senses. Wow. He was stranded in space. And now there's a mad scientist in his locker. And there's a werewolf and a vampire. A vampire hypnotizes Archie into believing that he didn't see anything, and there's a UFO. This is Archie's Weird Mysteries, after all. Okay. This is the origin story of Archie's Weird Mysteries? This is some weird mystery. So he's gonna write Archie's Weird Mysteries. And so they're going to horror villains are going to take over the world by brainwashing everybody. Okay. Is that... Wait, no, there's another one. Okay, everybody makes fun of Archie. Okay. Dilton says he's delusional. Okay. And it's the Halloween dance. And also all the faculty isn't there. What's going on? They're all asleep because of the vampire and his cronies. And more Sonics here. Okay. Part 4. This is an epic tale. Okay, they brainwashed the faculty. I think they, I don't know, they could have just fallen asleep. So it's by the power of music that you're doing it? What? Okay, apparently it's via the power of music they're hypnotizing everybody. And people don't believe that they're actually actual monsters because the theme is movie monsters. And Archie thinks it's because they showed up after the Quarkinator thing, but apparently the note says don't be so sure. and then they use light, and then they get all pixelated because apparently movie monsters hate bright light. So that's going to apply to the real movie monsters in real sort of life. And then the strobe, they died, they were disintegrated by the strobe light. And then Sick takes to the stage. Well, I guess that's their name. And also, this band is Sick, like as in they're cool or whatever. And then there's like one more that survived and is thinking ha ha ha, and then that's the whole thing. It's Christmas. I wonder if that elf that appears sometimes is going to show up. Doesn't look like it. Okay. So then he shovels the driveway. Oh, and it's that one like weird hyper realistic thing that they tried to do one time. Okay, it's Christmas now. We've gotten to Christmas at this point. Okay. Rise. Wait, and now Archie's making a hot air balloon, and he's flying the car. Oh wow! And of course, now we can end with this odd picture of Archie and Chibi Robo Park Patrol. And again, Nights into Dreams. Okay, what's left here? Okay, Archie Hour is rapidly ending. Okay. Well, actually, this is the other one that I really want to talk about because I was also interested by how this. So this is the new Archies. I've never heard that there was a new Archies because I assume this is some sort of transition period between the era of Little Archies and regular Archie, and also Jughead has his head frozen solid in a block of ice. So that's also happening. I think Jughead's been spending too much time in our fridge. Yeah, sure. So, yeah, so that's that. I guess that's what it is. This is all the new Archies. So they just are all weird, and now they're at an amusement park. So what is the deal here? What's the deal with the new Archies? Ride the super coaster. The joke is in this one that Archie's fine in all the amusement park rides, but gets carsick in the back of Mr. Lodge's van. That's the thing. Yeah, so I guess I was right on the nose with this series, but also it looks like nothing particularly interesting happens. Reggie steps in wet cement. Okay, sure. Like now they're advertisement. It's specified. Oh no, this is part 2. Where's part 1? This is apparently Archie's and Friends Capri Sun 100% Natural, The Taste of Adventure Part 2, where they're going to find the map to the Capri Sun treasure. They almost get eaten by a shark, and then they relax with some delicious Capri Sun fruit drink. How appetizing. To be continued. So this is already part 2, but part 1 wasn't in this one. And so now, okay. Okay, yeah, so this, again, oh, wait, what's this? Join the cause, join the fight, help these heroes knock out illiteracy. Be a hero by improving your reading skills and vocabulary. Start by reading a comic book today. Look, it's superheroes and they're trying to teach me to read better. Wow, look at all those. How many do I recognize? None. Wow. I guess I just don't know superheroes. Oh, yeah, here's the advertisement on the back. New from Kool-Aid, Sharkleberry Finn. So, is it supposed to be made from shark fins of the rare pink Kool-Aid shark? That seems like not a good idea. Spitballs happen with the coach, who, again, I can't remember his name. I just can't remember most of the people. There's, yeah, and then everybody's mad at Reggie. Apparently, yeah, oh yeah, that is true. You can't do that in baseball. Spitballs in baseball are illegal. Wow. This, what? Change your life for only $1? Oh, it's like those ads for that thing. But basically, it's, oh wow. So I'll read this out for you. Gee, Bob, what's wrong? You look terrible. I just lost my job. My girl dumped me, and I have these blackheads. Here, do what I did. Start reading Jughead's Diner. Okay, I'm not going to read these out very well because apparently I can't speak. A comic book? Okay, I'll try anything. 1 week later. Thanks, Jim. You were right. Jughead's Diner did the trick. And he's dancing, presumably with the girl who dumped him previously. Don't mention it, Bob, says the guy from before. And so apparently, Jughead's Diner. And here's one. Oh, and there's a testimonial from Edna Plump of Secaucus, New Jersey. Me and the girls at the bingo hall just loved it. And that gums. What a looker. Okay. Veggie Spotlight, rat, what? Okay, I'm gonna put this all the way up at the camera because so apparently, now that I know that there's apparently a series called Jughead's Diner, approved by the Comics Code Authority, which I guess they all are, but I'm just noticing on this, where Jughead had a diner, I guess, and it appears to be in the future because there's a gelatin monster. And thanks to my gelatin monster, Jughead and his friends are finally getting their just desserts. You don't say. Find out how you can appear in an upcoming issue of acclaimed comic Jughead's Diner? Wow, I can't believe. Oh, okay, here's another one. Card game. Something with baseball cards, but here it is. Hey, look at this. Hey kids, join the Ultimate Game Club and have the power to order almost any video game ever made with one phone call. Look at that. Sega Genesis, TurboGrafx, Nintendo, Lynx, Horrible Color Entertainment System, Atari Entertainment. Here are just some of the benefits. We stock almost every video game for Okay, Archie Hour is 3/4 over. That's not good. But wow, we stock almost every video game for every video system, not just video game system. Every, well, I guess CD players. Like I guess those like unless you're counting like the games that are like in movie menus, which like those don't really count. Will match any advertised price and items they have in stock. All the games the stores have and all the games they don't. Buy your used games you don't play anymore for cash or credit towards your next purchase. $15 to $20 lower. They sell the used games. New Nintendo games, All Pro Basketball, Code Blue, Escape from Atlantis. Whoa. Pinball Quest, Rescue the Embassy Mission, Snoopy, Super Mario Bros. 3, 10th Frame Bowling, Specials, buy any four and get a free membership, Bad Dudes, Adventure of Lolo, Bugs Bunny, free Atari 2600 game with paid membership. Ask us about Japanese games and systems too, so you can get like Master System, that was, or Famicom. I know Famicom would be that. Wow. 1990 Nintendo Power Calendar? Wow. You know, if this wasn't defunct, then I would definitely like, wow, yeah, that would be cool. That would be so cool. These are just kind of mediocre in the grand scheme of things. But apparently there's a digest writers contest. Wow, chance to have your story published, and this is in the past. Oh yeah, no. So yeah, you have a chance to have your story published and a $25 cash prize. Wow. So it's just a creative writing contest. Wow. That is so cool. Someone walked into a door and got a black eye. Is that so yeah, this is the 1990. So yeah, it is Reggie, I think. Okay. Again, I have to move fast, but I'm going to get through the rest of these. So I have talked about the ones I wanted to talk about. This strange anomaly that is the new Archies. This one, Denim. And of course, the one that I just thought was somewhat humorous, being the, surfing the internet. That's kind of fine. Okay. Archie Fan Club, eligible to win cash prizes. And here's another Kool-Aid one, Wacky Game Box, in which the Kool-Aid Man is somehow underwater and yet maintains his whole thing of being the Kool-Aid Man. Fruit flavored gelatin comes to life and tries to turn the tables on Jughead by eating Dinersville. Don't miss Jughead's Diner number 4. So this went for at least 4 issues. On sale July 31st, 1990. So this does not take place in Riverdale. It takes place in Dinersville. Jughead's Diner number 4. Wow. Now so if this seems interesting enough to anybody, perhaps I will seek out Jughead's Diner and attempt to read through it and kind of talk my way through it. Because that seems very interesting. Like, why does Jughead... Oh, no, this one, I've heard of this one. This is Archie 3000. Archie 3000, yeah, that one makes sense. It's just the same characters, except it's the future now. A story so big it takes 4 writers and 2 artists to tell it. That seems like that's too many. Oh, I remember this one. I think. Is this prizes of cash, $2 cash profit for item? Oh, this is the one where you got, oh wow, walkie-talkie. World's most popular toy, Nintendo control deck with 2 controller pads. Control deck, isn't that just an NES? Wow. There's a lot of stuff on here. Really, the ads are the most interesting part of this one. I guess maybe I should be ranking these so this counts enough as a review that hopefully I won't get into trouble with copyright things. Laugh 24, Super Duck returns. Super Duck is one of Archie comics' oldest and funniest characters? Legend of Super Duck returns as the son of our original hero takes up the heroic tradition of his father? Ecologically created menace Robo-Duck? And it was written by Jeff Robin. Art by Dave Garcia, who's best known for his work on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, wait, no, this is also like an actual Archie story. So they team up with Sabrina's cat to save Riverdale from Robo-Duck. Crazy times, 1990. Which presents Jughead's Time Police. I think I've heard of that one. Archie's RC Racers 7. Again, there's like a lot of these. Archie 3000. World of Archie. Wow. There's a lot of these. Incredible. Almost at the end of this one. Archie Double Digest. That's a familiar one. Okay. A public service message from Archie Comics. Drugs are uncool. You don't need drugs to be popular, to enjoy music, to feel great. Wow. It's good. Thank you, Archie, for the PSA. I think that's the end of it. And again, wow. Cannot answer question. Soccer ball. I remember I called into one of those things once, but I think they were a hospital at that point, so that didn't really work. So I guess Archie Hour is basically at an end, and I guess I didn't get to talk about the one. There was one more. I can fit it in, yeah. Do I want to do this one? Okay. Sure, I'll do this one. This is a more recent one. The Archie Library 5. Starring Archie, Jughead, Betty, and Veronica. Archie Comics presents Riverdale. Comics Digest. Comics that inspired the CW hit TV series. Featuring, like, some sort of expression on the cover. I guess that's Reggie. Betty, Veronica, Jughead, probably. I think that's Jughead. Yeah, the rest, they're just like, hey, I'm here. And Jughead looks actively upset that he's on the cover. Welcome back to another great issue of Riverdale's Comics Digest, the Core 4. What's going on? Because I just remember one, because I picked this up because I thought it would be funny, and oh, what is this art style? What? What is this? What happened to Archie? What's going on? What happened? Actually, Jughead, no, he also looks weird, but at least he's eating some burgers. Like, that's a thing that Jughead does. Okay, actually, yeah, Mr. Lodge, he looks pretty cool. I don't even know what's going on. Everybody has cell phones. Okay. No, I don't really want to talk about this one. Honestly, I don't really want to talk about this one. Can I just skip to the one that? Oh yeah, I thought this one. This one was funny. It's No, wait. Is this is the one? I think that the thing that I actually liked about this comic isn't even. Wait, the one that I liked about it isn't even the one that's. Unless it is, like. No, it can't. This one's just called Jughead. And I don't. I hardly have time to explain the revelation that I think this one is actually unrelated to the CW hit TV series Riverdale. Which, again, I guess, that's something, but this is a fun story. Wait, well, the story's by Ryan North? Oh, that's cool. He wrote Archie? Or rather, Jughead? Very cool. Okay, yeah, Dilton and Jughead, they. So Reggie started his own band called the Reggies, and then Dilton and Jughead superimposed Jughead's head onto all of their bodies and renamed the band the Jugheads for laughs, which does indeed sound quite funny. And then they became a social media sensation. What's going on? Will the gang live in meme infamy forever? I don't know. No, but this one, the art style is also kind of weird, but makes more sense than the first one. And it's kind of funny because it's like this is, so Jughead goes and deletes it, and then everybody's like, "Whoa, I can't believe it! The original was deleted, but it's still here." Um, and Jughead makes a fun statement. Oh wow, Jughead makes a statement on the internet, which, wow, that's funny. Okay, so he uploads a new video, and then asks people to not watch the mirrors of the previous one, and then it's, of course, everybody freaks out. Uh, Wait, there's a. Oh wow. Again, like this is things you have to see to believe. But also, I can't really show you the things you have to see to believe. Because again, because how copyright works, I don't think. And also, it's just not very. But, oh no, it's almost Archie hour's almost over. Yes, everybody's like, oh look, it's the band video Jughead doesn't want you to see. Again, yeah, this is one where I'd actually recommend it. Specifically, the 15 things in it you missed. Where number 5 will utterly destroy your mind and leave you a weeping, obliterated shell of your former self. This is a review. I'm going to review all of these at the end of Archie Hour, okay? This totally counts. Stuff happens. Okay. Okay, I'll say. I forgot this graph. I forgot. It's so good. It's so good. So I'm just gonna have you imagine it, because what you imagine, like, so Mr. Lodge is there. He's pointed at it. Okay, so Archie hour is over, but so he's pointing at a whiteboard, and there's this, apparently, it seems like exponential growth of this line with dollar at the end, with the line, dank meme equal potential profits. It's so good. Yeah, this is the one that's actually good. It was written by Ryan North. It makes sense. Wait. Whoa, this is good actually. I might actually finish reading this. Like, there was a whole just one that was just called Jughead. This is good. Like, this is actually good. Yeah, it sure does gleefully embrace the fanciful silliness of its title character. Oh wow, and then of course there's just more older Archie comics thrown in, and then there's really old Archie comics thrown in because they can, and then more stuff. And then there's your pal Archie. I don't think Archie's my pal, but okay. And then sorry. So yeah, there's no time to talk about this. I need to rate all these now because Archie hour is over, and we're going into Archie overtime. Yeah. So let's see. What do we got here? These ones did not get talked about. Okay, so this one, Laugh Digest. I thought this one was pretty good. Like, it had quite a few. I thought the advertisements were good. I thought what was the other one? I thought Archie and Optimistic Octopus. Even though I guess the explanation for the whole thing was explained way too quickly, and then other stuff happened. What else happened here that was interesting? I think it was just the advertisements for this one, so on a scale, I don't really know what to give it, and I didn't even get into Tune In on Treachery. Like, I like the Sonic advertisements and everything, so I guess I need to get a rating system for this. Maybe it's how many Archies. I give this, maybe it's just, this one can get, okay, Reggie is the lowest rating, and which character would be the highest rating? Okay, we're going from Reggie to Jughead, and this is a bad rating system. This is a bad rating system. Okay, this one I give it. This is pretty okay. Technically review. This one, I think this one is a bit of slightly higher caliber. The advertisements again, pretty cool. There's an Archie's Weird Mystery in this. That's pretty neat. And there's some fun stories. Ratatouille advertisement. Nights and Dreams. Again, there's lots of interesting stuff, but I think it's not that much higher. It's definitely better than this one. So you know what? Actually, I'll just stack them in the order. So this one is at the bottom for now, followed by this one. Then we get to the new Archies. Yeah, and sorry if you were expecting this to only be an hour. I didn't think it was going to actually take that long, but in the end, this is what happens. The new Archies. It's okay. Honestly, this one's probably the worst one. Like, I think it probably it's a bit better than this one just because, well, like Jughead's Diner. Like, again, what is Jughead's Diner? Why does he have a diner? What's going on? And just things I remember from reading Archie comics and finding out stuff. I think this one, the PSA, I think this one is definitely here. Compared to this one I definitely remember more. This is something I read a long time ago, so this one's still here, and then we get to Archie Comics Presents Riverdale Comics Digest, comics that inspired the CW hit TV series. The first one, I don't even really want to read this one. Like, honestly, like I'm. It does not look like I just don't, like, honestly, seriously, like I'm just gonna rate the one Jughead story. Again, this is not good at all, like the rating system I'm using, but honestly, this one was pretty good. I didn't realize it was written by Ryan North until I read it was written by Ryan North, and then I commented on it. But seriously, this is like a good story. Like this, if it's just based on this one, this is the best one. This is the best one. This is a good story, because usually I don't really like modern stories that have cell phones in them, because I know that's kind of like a silly bar to put on things, but like I think this one does it pretty well. And also we get the incredible visual of the dank meme equal potential profits graph. And this is one that I'm going to have to finish reading at some point, or maybe just do a review of just Jughead, because that seems like a good thing. Jughead's, that's going to be the next special. That's what's going to happen. If I do this again, it's going to be Jughead Hour. Archie Hour, the Jughead one. It's going to happen. So this one, I'm just going to put it like that, because, no, like this, and like Denim is fine, I guess. Like, it doesn't really hold up. Well, I guess it didn't really hold up that well in the first place, but it's like, it's okay, based on that one, I'm probably going to put this one near the top. The rest of it, I'm not, like, I really, but anyways, generally, Archie comics. Weird, wacky, they're Archie comics. They're pretty off the wall at points. But still, they're there, and sometimes it's just fun to talk about things for a bit too long. And if this didn't record, I'm going to scream. Like that. It's true. I'm going to do that. So this concludes the Archie overtime. And again, I think, like the last one, I'm also going to end this with drinking some tea, first making it and then drinking it. I did end up, I'm going to go do that.